Hi, I'm Karla Curiel's mom, and I wanted to just talk about his book and going back to the beginning when he first got diagnosed. I was in disbelief. Felt like we had been hit by a bus, and I was just the thought of what am I going to do? How am I going to help my child? My child has cancer. Like, it just, so many parents out there I can imagine go through that same feeling. How do I save my child? Are you sure? Did you, can we test again? I think you're wrong. I definitely thought the doctors were wrong. I actually had him checked by a couple of doctors, and same conclusion. So it was pretty devastating, and I think as a parent, just have to say, you have to take it one day at a time, because it's very, it just changes your life. It changes your life, and it turns your life upside down. And I can't even explain how, just to hear that my baby was sick. I think back, and I wanted to be strong for him, and I remember feeling that he was being strong for himself, for others, for me, for his brother, and just him being so strong and taking it one day at a time. That's the best advice we could give, is just take it one day at a time. I get nauseous just thinking about it, and I could just imagine him trying to write the book, and he was sick, and he was nauseous all the time, and I used to just feel so upset that he had to go through that, and I can imagine every parent feels the same way. We were in the hospital, and I was lucky enough to be able to work from the hospital on my laptop and communicate with my bosses through email and text. And I was sitting there, and he didn't take any pain medication. He didn't complain. And I wanted to, while the nurse was sitting with him, I wanted to run to the local bookstore. I don't know, I think it was a Barnes and Noble, or it was just a local bookstore, and find a book on how we can deal with this, how pediatric cancer, like a teenager going through cancer, what do I do? What do I say? It's something that could help him. Not one book, not one book. Everything was written by a doctor. There was a lot of books on breast cancer, pediatric cancer, very few written by doctors, and not any written by a child. So when he had his chance to make a wish, he wasn't selfish, and he thought of writing a book to inspire others, because he said as he was going through it, he wanted to write it in the moment so that he can write down his experiences, his emotions, his feelings of disbelief himself, his feelings of despair, his feelings of confusion, and wanting to go back to high school and just be a normal teenager, just a normal kid. And now his life was turned upside down, and we were spending 4 or 5 days a week and once a month in the hospital, and in between that, all the treatments, and he couldn't go to regular school, and it just it upset him, and it upset me to see him like that. The fact that he wants to write a book and inspire others is amazing to me, because I think it really will help others. There was nothing out there for a child to read to inspire them and to keep them going. The fact that Adrian wants to make others feel better and maybe get through it one day at a time, and realize, wow, he's having the same feelings I'm having about wanting to be in school, wanting to just get out of the hospital, the feelings of being trapped at home, taking your medicine and hoping to get better, the everyday fight. It seemed like we were there all the time, and just he was sick, and when he was better, we would rejoice and have those moments of fun and laughter, and just try to get through it. day by day. And the fact that he wrote about it when he was sick and going through it and healing and trying to get better, you'll see, even if you're not sick and you read this book, it'll inspire you just to take care of yourself and think positive. The power of positive thinking is amazing. And we try to use it every day, and we tried to use it every day in the hospital. As hard as it was, I would cry in the shower when nobody could hear me. But in front of them, I would stay strong, because I really believe that as a parent, if you stay strong, your child will look to you and try to stay strong along with you, even though you're both scared, super scared. I can't even put it into words. It's just such an overwhelming feeling of wanting your child to be better. And I really think he's doing the right thing by helping others instead of thinking of himself and choosing a trip to Paris, or he's always wanted to go to France. And I told him one day, but instead of choosing the trip to Paris, he ended up writing a book to inspire others and to help others. And I really think it's going to make a difference in anyone's life, whoever reads this book. When I read it, going through everything we went through, it was amazing to read it through his eyes, through his perspective, and everything that he went through. Just reading it in his own words was amazing to me. And he actually gave me strength. I was supposed to be giving him strength, and he gave me strength, and his brother strength, and inspired so many others around him. And this just positive spirit of his really is infectious. And you know, he has been getting better and stronger, and his hair grew back, and he just wants to go on and help others and make this sickness a little bit better for everyone that's going through it, and maybe inspire you to just fight it with all you can fight, and not give up, not give in to it. So I hope it helps